Hello, hello, and welcome back to the middle of Blood Valley up to Edmonton in another episode of old Perfidious Pete plays XCOM 2. And geez, things are really tense up in here, eh? Whoa, them old XCOM boys, they done showed up looking to kidnap Miss Franny Miller, but Franny, well, geez, she's a right sensible lady, and she didn't want no part of that whole, violent resistance against the aliens thing, so no sir. You can bet she'd much rather stay home on a cold evening with a nice warm pea meal and back bacon sandwich than get involved with any of these resistance shenanigans. It's just too violent and noisy for sensible folk up here to Edmonton. So old Franny, she done the rational thing. Called up the old RCMP and told them redneck juglick fellas was up on the way down from their base in the U.S. And well, the RCMP they called their advent handlers, and took Franny into protective custody over there to their facility in the Blood Valley. And now, now it looks like old Blood Valley's really gonna live up to its name, eh? Shameful waste of lives and property, lot of destruction there. Them old XCOM boys, even though Franny took herself into protective custody, well, they came anyway, looking to face her. And man, I tell you, it's getting real angry and violent. Lots of dead aliens, lots of shots being fired, people getting hurt. Seems like everything would be better if we could just sit down with a couple old Tim Hortons and maybe watch a hockey game and work our differences out that way, fellas. Or I don't know, maybe try and hash things out over a little game of curling. I don't know, around the curling. I'm not really from Edmonton, so I don't know what you call a match. Is it a curling match? I'm not really sure about the etymology of those particular words. Don't know what the right phraseology is, to put it one other way. But I'm definitely sure this old gunplay here up to Blood Valley, well, this isn't helping anybody out at all, but yeah, well, maybe I shouldn't strive to criticize me betters. I'm just a humble man up from Edmonton here. I don't know much of nothing about nothing, but seems like all this violence really could have been avoided.
Target identity confirmed. Menace 1-5. Remember.
All right, so we've got a hostile VIP here. Oh, old Franny, she's not having any of it. She's going to put up a bit of a scrap, eh? I don't know why I'm doing the Canadian voice. Just I kind of like the Canadian voice. It's one of the very few voices I do pretty well. So how do we want to handle this? If we're going to have to secure this woman, and I sort of feel like we need to, and we have 7 turns to do it, who's the best potential candidate for that particular task? I think Cyrus Juglick, if we're going to spare anyone, he's got my frost bomb, though. What if I need that frost bomb? Nah, Cyrus is the man. We're going to have him risk it. Okay, all right, Ma Juglick. I want you up on this rooftop with as much of an elevation bonus as you can get at any potential forthcoming foes. Where's our extraction point, by the way? Up here. All right. Well, that rooftop is actually relatively large. Let's bring Ma Juglick over here. This is a bit of an aggressive move. Yeah, it's not really very sensible, Pete. You should take a page from old Franny and maybe do the, for once in your life, do the... Yeah, okay. Why can they see her? We're getting some really weird spawns and line of sight issues running along rooftops here. Stuff that should definitely not be happening is happening, and I'm starting to get pretty fucking salty about it. I'm not gonna lie. What is down here? We can't even tell anymore. It looked like it was possibly, if it's stun lancers, we're dicked. That's what I'm gonna say. I would prefer it to not be stun lancers, but it looked very much like it was a bunch of stun lancers. And that leaves everybody in an okay position except for Ma Juglick. I'm already super salty about the way this one's coming out. Hey, Grandpa, get your ass in here, Festus, and maybe, I don't know, cover Ma. Protect your wife. That's all I'm saying. For once, do the right and honorable thing. Don't abuse her. You have a history of violence. You're like Viggo Mortensen in that movie. You've got a history of violence, Grandpa Juglick. You gotta cut that shit out. 5 damage is not terrible. It's not that I'm worried about, yeah. Okay, you are actually not. Well, you're just gonna flank shot Ma Juglick and murder her. Okay, well, that's bad. The rope-a-dope game continues to be strong. Ma Juglick is the world's greatest. Well, it's not gonna matter here. If she gets stunned, we're dicked. Don't get knocked unconscious, Ma Juglick. Okay, 4 damage. It sucks, admittedly. It's bad, but we can deal with 4 damage. Also, Ma Juglick has a grenade here, right? She does. All right, this is time for sort of a physician heal thyself kind of thing. That stun lancer's getting dropped through the fucking floor. That's definitely gonna happen.
Position
And then we've got another unit who can come up here and deal with this piece of garbage. Okay, Ma Juglick, I'm very salty about the fact that you were injured. These pod spawns, they're really starting to infuriate me. This is the second time on this mission alone that we've had a movement activate a pod that it should not have activated. Second time on this mission, and pretty much every mission we've played so far, we've had this happen to us. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but it's really starting to get on my nerves. Can that slash miss? Because if it can, we need to rethink that. Please tell me you have one grenade left, Josiah. Of course you don't. You will have a flank shot from an elevated position against this guy with a weapon that has high enough minimum damage to guarantee a kill. Don't shoot the VIP. 83%. Well, we're not going to do any better, and there's nothing else you can do except shoot the VIP. Thank you for not missing. Yeah, gonna make him squeal, Pete. Squealing like a pig. Squeal like a pig for me. Squeal, boy. You know what I want. Josiah wants to hear you squeal, boy. I want to hear you squeal. We also only have 6 turns to make it to the exit here. We got to kill this guy, and we've got to kill this sectoid. How are we going to make that a reality? We can definitively kill this guy whenever we want. Honestly, do we want to take a turn to just murder this man and not worry about the VIP? The VIP is just going to cower. Once we get our hands on the VIP, we won't have that far to go. I don't suppose you can shoot him. No, you can only see the second. We're not going to be able to get anything out of Grandpa Juggler. That's the issue. Unless we just come over here, drop a grenade, and kill this man. But I'm worried about what repercussions that has for the upper floor, because we do have a unit that's like right above that guy. At the risk of dropping my own man through a floor, I'm against my better judgment. I'm going to do this anyway. Grandpa Festus, give him the hot potato. Toss a punch at him like the one you'd throw at Ma after finishing off a jar of clear. There you go. I don't care about the destruction of the loot. Our loot has been straight up garbage water anyway. Can that miss? Yes. Well, while that can miss, I'm guessing a shotgun blast to the spine from point blank range from old Julie Juglick here is not going to miss. Yeah, it can't miss, and it could fail to kill him with minimum damage. Didn't, though. I'm pretty sure the hole in that side of that guy's head would be considerably bigger after a shotgun blast to the face. Which means now Cyrus Juglick can knock Fanny out. Oh, geez, Fanny shouldn't have called the RCMP, eh? Oh, everything's gone wrong here. Also, you're invisible suddenly. That seems like a useful defense there. Fanny, if you could have just stayed invisible, you wouldn't have never had to call the RCMP. If you've got invisibility, why didn't you just go invisible in the first place, eh? Seems like the more sensible thing to do. Jeez. Oh, everything's getting all tense now. Okay, so we've got a pod of reinforcements coming in. That's not the end of the world. These guys are effectively going to get dropped into a meat grinder, because we should be able to set up a pretty respectable ambush here. Like, Ma Juglick can come over here. We're going to put her on Overwatch. She's going to get at least one shot. She is hurt. A medical protocol would not be terrible. Grandpa Juglick is so far away, he's not going to get anything. He also only has 1 bullet in his gun, which is terrible. We're not going to get anything out of Julie Juglick either, because she also only has 1 bullet and is going to have to reload. Time is of the essence as well. We are running short. This is not fantastic. And Josiah Pigman Juglick is also completely out of ammo. These reinforcements have chosen a very poor time to arrive. Though this is one reason why I don't really mind the reinforcements when the aliens get the reinforcements bonus. So many guerrilla operations automatically get reinforcements anyway. You're not really out that much when that event triggers. It just means once in a while you're going to get an extra pod of reinforcements. Get a good shot at Cyrus Juglick's leather pants. Look at that. You know what? You pull it off. The director of the camera here really wants us to get a quality look at Cyrus's butt. And check out this man's fantastic dumper. He's got a great can. What do we got? No robots, please. Okay. 2 regular Advent and 1 Advent officer. This is a surmountable level of resistance for us. Anybody gonna get some Overwatch here? We should be getting... Ma Juggly at a minimum should be getting a shot. There we go. Okay, come on, Ma. Don't blow it. That's my girl. Okay, so Ma Juggly got me 4 damage. It's not a lot, but it's something. All right, Ma Juggly, what can you do here? Very little. Jules, you got the Frost Bomb. You are not going to be... The only tile you could slash from is there. Also, you have a Flashbang, not a Frost Bomb. You're not going to be able to get close enough to make any kind of use out of that at all. Are you even going to be able to see one from here? Yes, one and exactly one. All right, Pigman.
Is it clear?
No, it's not clear. There are definitely advent between you and the exit. One of whom you have a not fantastic shot at, but a non-zero shot. Cyrus, I think we're going to have to bring you up here. You've got my Frost Bomb. It takes an action to drop this person. It does take an action, right? Ends turn. Okay. They could end the entire mission force by just throwing a grenade at this blob of dudes. I don't like that at all. 54, 48. I really wish we had some more gifted troopers, I'm not gonna lie.
That's affirmative.
Ma Juglick, what can you do here? Anything? You gotta give me something. 61, 58, 35, which is just terrible. If I could get this flashbang near one of those units, I would be okay. Can you hit both of those guys? Please tell me you can hit them both. There's got to be a tile. Find a way to make it work. Oh, there it was. For a brief, oh, it's beautiful. A brief shining moment. Yeah, take some flashbang. Here we go. Flashbang penalty may be just enough to keep us safe. All right, Grandpa. Do we want to have you take this shot, or would we rather have you on Overwatch? I think we would rather have you on Overwatch. Pigman, I am going to have you take this 67% chance. 2/3 of the time, that's going to connect and kill, and it did. That's beautiful.
Happy now?
Yes, I'm delightfully happy. I'm fucking deliriously happy. I've never been happier, honestly. Grandpa Juglick, you're on Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Ma Juglick, you're on Overwatch.
Got it covered.
I really wish I could have Achy Breaky hunker down, but I can't. So what I'm going to do is have him spread out in an effort to make us less tempting targets for grenades. That Advent Officer is going to have a grenade. We should prefer to not be hit by it. What are you going to do? You're disoriented. You're pinned down. Gotta do something. Make a decision. Gonna take a shot. Okay, he marked. He's going to mark and probably shoot. Nope, mark and Overwatch. Mark and Overwatch is good. All right, Ma Juglick. That's my girl. Oh, you missed. That's okay. Grandpa Juglick, you're my boy. Yeah, you my boy. Good work, Pa Juglick.
How many is that now?
It's like 2, Grandpa. I can understand why Grandpa Juglick is confused, though. He's a powerfully uneducated man. We have discussed this a number of times. Grandpa Juglick... He didn't quite finish 2nd grade. He got through most of 2nd grade, didn't actually finish it. He is not an intelligent man. Also, we are running out of time as far as exiting goes. If anybody's going to run Overwatch, though, it can't be Ma Juglick. Big man, you can't do anything. We need somebody to bust up this Overwatch. Is that man still disoriented? No. Yes. Disoriented and Overwatch.
Reloaded.
What's your hit percentage like? Not good. I think we can afford to take a turn to just try and shoot this man down. My girl got it done. Oh, Jolene. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Shoot him in the face just because you can. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please take his life just because you
Location
can.
confirmed.
Okay, Achy Breaky, I need you to run like the Dickens. Y'all better get down there and run like the Dickens, son. Okay, when I said run like the Dickens, I didn't mean flash your package at everybody in your fancy pants leather pants. I know you got your Billy Ray Cyrus fetish and all whatnot going on that you really wish he's Billy Ray, but that don't mean we all want to look at your dingle. Get some more respectable pants, son. All I'm saying.
Go, go, go!
So let's see if we can... Are we going to be able to get everybody to the exit
I'm
zone?
going.
Big Man, can you make it? Yes, Big Man is in.
Moving.
That just leaves Achy Breaky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All units are in. Everybody? Is that all? Yes? Extract all of that. Let's get the shit out of here.
Secure and in position.
And we have saved VIP once again, and by save I mean kidnap. Oh, geez, old Franny's family's gonna be real upset there, Pete. Taking her along with you against her will. That's not really very cool, eh? I'm really salty about the wounded soldier. Again, though, it all happened because Ma Juglick spawned a pod that should not have been spawnable. I don't know what's going on with these rooftop line of sight bullshits, but it's getting to the point where I'm terrified to actually set foot on a rooftop because it might spawn a pod that it otherwise should not spawn. Everything up in Old Blood Valley there, oh, it went all wrong there. It's not good. Although, you know what? Them old Juglick boys, I gotta say, they sure know how to handle themselves in a fight. Hey, it's like a Hatfields and McCoys kind of thing. What with them and the old XCOM boys are the Hatfields and that Advent troopers and their alien overlords. Yeah, they beat the McCoys in this one. Didn't really work out too well historically for the Hatfields and McCoys, though. And I see old Ma Juglick is smoking her victory dance cigar there. I've seen Independence Day. It's a pretty good movie. That Randy Quaid, I like that feller. He done flied that spaceship right up those aliens. Yeah, it's a brave move. Saved his children. Black screen of death? Oh, okay. I don't understand what's with the black loading screen. Even back in the day when XCOM 2 first came out and had some very significant loading problems, the screen didn't just go black like that. What the deal is. Let's not talk about smooth, if you would, Dr. Tigan. This mission did not go smoothly as your big bald dome. I think we can all agree on that. But you know what? I gotta say, the one thing we cannot fault has been the performance of old Achy Breaky here. He's been rock solid. Sure, 3 missions, 4 kills. That's not fantastic, but it's pretty good. 2 missions, 5 kills for old Grandpa Juglick. Pigman, you got 3 kills. That's 3-1, boy. That's pretty good. Juglick Julie picking up a promo. That's fantastic. Shadow Step, we're going to take Shadow Strike. Shadow Step is only going to be available for our melee ranger. And gimme, yes, I need Shredder desperately. Thank you. Shredder and Grandpa Juglick. How did you not get a promotion, Pigman? You got 3 kills in 1 mission. How did you not get promoted to Corporal? That's superbly disappointing. We also recovered VIP Tariq Johnson. Oh, geez, I thought you were kidnapping old Fanny up there, Fanny Miller. But no, it turns out it's this Tariq Johnson feller. Wow, all that ruckus for somebody I've never even heard of? I guess Fanny did stay home with the back bacon and pea meal sandwich. What? You know, she's a sensible lady. Did the right thing. I guess she must have frame jobbed up this Johnson fella. Feel sorry for him, though, getting kidnapped by those old XCOM boys.
Commander, your efforts continue to bolster the resistance movement.
Can you do that in a Canadian accent, please? Hey, Optimus Prime, can you deliver that in like a stereotypically Canadian accent? Grandpa Festus Juglick also got his will restored and increased because he recovered from being shaken. All right, is there any base maintenance? This episode did not turned out to be a little shorter than I expected, so we could probably get a little sort of trooper and base maintenance taken care of. Is there anything that's pressing on our list? Let's take a look at the event queue here.
The statesman took a big risk getting inside Advent.
Is that a fact,
For
Bradford?
me to believe he's loyal to our cause. There may still be a few skeptics in the movement, but we've got bigger things to worry about than a man on a screen.
I don't even know how to respond to that, Bradford. Bigger things to worry about than a man on a screen. He's also the guy who's telling us what to do and where to go. He's not just a man on a screen, Bradford. He's the puppeteer that's pulling our strings. It seems like we should have some kind of idea to what those strings are attached. That's all I'm saying. I don't know about you, Bradford. I don't know. Is there anything we need to do down in engineering? We did, I think, weapon upgrades we already took care of. We did pick up some loot, but nothing worthwhile.
Muttering to himself in one of the court.
Yeah, Tigan will mutter to himself quite frequently. We do have a supply drop
Commander,
available.
We've located the site where Big Sky took off from. No immediate signs of activity.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait, what's this?
Might have something. It's a weak signal on an open channel.
So we have 2... Fantastic. Okay, so we have 2 storyline missions going here. We've got some Shen's Last Gift DLC mission that's triggered, and then we've got... That doesn't even sound like language. I'm amazed that our interpreters managed to decipher that at all, Bradford. What the fuck is this? It sounds like somebody took an MP3 audio recording of Dr. Valen, threw it into a blender with some mayonnaise and spaghetti, put it on puree for about 25 minutes, and then piped it all through Adobe Audition, filtered out some of the noise, cranked it down, then compressed the shit out of it and played it back to us. The audio recording from Event Horizon was more clear than that, and that was literally a transmission from hell. We triangulated a position. We have 3 days to investigate. So we got a little decision to make here. Do we want to go for Alien Hunters DLC? Or do we want to go for Shen's Last Gift DLC? Or, more sensibly, do we just want to go hit this supply drop? I think first things first, let's go pick up our supply drop. There is a new corporal over there who is a grenadier that I've had my eye on, and I wouldn't mind picking that guy up if the opportunity arises. So that should be enough supplies. Do I want to pay for a trooper? Let's fly back to Resistance HQ very quickly, and we're going to come to a decision on this. We have 381 supplies, which is a lot, but we are also about to finish magnetic weapons. Oh, never mind. Owen Clark, I thought you were a grenadier. You're a sharpshooter. You're straight up hot, flaming garbage. I don't need you then. Well, I mean, that decision was made for us. I thought for some reason this guy was a grenadier. Owen Clark? I thought you were a grenadier. I guess maybe I was just hopeful. I don't know what's going on. George Thompson, engineer. Not for 175 supplies. By the end of this, we're going to have so many bonus engineers, it's not going to matter. I guess there's no other maintenance items for us to do. We've got some alien hunters, or we've got Shen's Last Gift, and we got to make a choice. I guess we'll make that choice next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more action up to Blood Valley and more terrible, terrible, sort of vaguely borderline racist, definitely culturally insensitive accents, you might consider subscribing as well, because I tell you what, this Pete, this Canadian accent of his, he thinks it's spot on, but really it's kind of just horrible and offensive. But he'll do it on a regular basis because the guy, he's got no morals, no sense of compunction, eh? He's really not a very good person. I don't know why you'd subscribe to him, but you might choose to, and if you do, I'm not one to judge. I'm just just a feller up here from Edmonton. I knows what I knows, and that's all I knows. Right now, though, my Edmonton friends' negative endorsement aside, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.